Welcome back to Don's Life, welcome to the channel. Today is the day we finally finished dressing up the engine bay on my winter-driven C8 with more carbon fiber. Let's go. If you're wondering if you heard me correctly in the intro, yes, this is a winter-driven C8. I don't take it out in all conditions, but it does have winter tires, it has colored paint protection film, and a whole bunch of goodies to help protect it and keep it safe so we can have fun in the snow. Now I partner with Extreme Online Store once again with this project here and a bunch of the stuff that you're gonna see on the car. Let's start here and work our way around and do a bit of a count. So back here we have some carbon fiber fender extensions. They're wrapped in paint protection film too, so I'm not scratching it. Not carbon fiber, but you can get them in carbon fiber. We have some XL mud guards, which help keep the debris and the muck and the grime from accumulating on the side of the back bumper. We have our 5VM carbon fiber side skirts all the way to the back of the front wheel to the XL mud flap up there. You can see the car's a little bit dirty from driving outside. Again, this is paint protection film on here. I am not scratching the finish. So everybody calm down. Up here we have our carbon fiber boomerangs. These are a replacement for the actual boomerang pieces that were there in carbon flash, as well as a replacement carbon fiber door handle. You can also get these as overlays if you don't want to do the replacement. We have our carbon fiber mirror cap replacements. These are not the overlays, but you can get the overlays, so they would just stick on. These are the actual replacements. Also covered in paint protection film. Here's our front XL mudguard, and then we go right into the fender extension over top of some winter tires on white rims. So this piece right here is not from Extreme Online Store, but the reason it is here, it's a bit of a cheat actually. So this paint protection film that is on the vehicle, it's colored, it's this ice blue. It had a relief cut here because it didn't want to really lay into this recess very well. So this is an adhesive piece of carbon fiber that is covering those areas. I actually picked these up on Amazon. Sometimes you do what you gotta do, but I think they work. Nobody's ever commented on them. I think people just assume that is part of the style. We have our 5VM front lip, also covered in paint protection film. We could do this in carbon fiber. I just haven't yet. We can do these grills in carbon fiber. I haven't yet. We can do this in carbon fiber. I haven't yet. Things we could look at doing. Maybe we will, maybe we won't, I'm not sure. So of course this side's the same as that side. Nothing new to see here, but we could replace the hood with a carbon fiber version. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see that. The mirrors again, side skirts, nice and dirty because the car gets used. Boomerangs, door handles. This here is just a vinyl accent that comes back to there. Otherwise it's wrapped blue all underneath here, but I wrapped it black right there because I like this cockpit look. So that's what we were going for. Now my pride and joy has to be this upgrade here. This is the Z06, Z07 style carbon fiber wing upgrade. I think it looks so good. One of my favorite mods. If you don't follow the Don's Life channel, I have videos for everything that we talked about so far, including this wing. This one is more involved because you have to do some cutting of the actual rear bumper. So professional installation is highly recommended. For this area here, which is normally just a cutout and kind of flat and boring looking, we have a carbon fiber piece that fits in here, a little more complete in my opinion. Now I've contemplated doing the lower bumper in carbon fiber, but right now we have these carbon fiber diffuser extensions that fit the stock bumper and make it look a lot meaner. The reason I have the blue vinyl on there to match the car is so it highlights it so you can see it, so you know it's there, because otherwise it kind of blends in, especially if you're straight on from the back and the lighting's poor. We can also get these in carbon fiber. I just haven't made it a priority. Inside the car, we have a carbon fiber honeycomb steering wheel. We have some extra carbon fiber on the dash. Also under the infotainment screen, got quite a bit of carbon fiber and more to come. But wait, there's more. Inside the engine bay, which is a work in progress, and it's going to be completed today with that kit right there, we have some existing carbon fiber that we've added. We've had these strut tower covers. We've had the engine cover with some custom vinyl work that we put in there. Again, I have videos for all of this stuff on the Don's Life channel. We have our X-brace right there with the Jake Skull logo. We have these vent covers here. We have these corner covers by the hinge mounts. But what we don't have installed is anything to cover up this. Now, if you're a C8 Corvette owner, you'll know that over time, this doesn't look very good. And it's tricky to keep clean because if you have hard water, it'll actually dry in here. It's not really the easiest surface to make look clean. I mean, right now it's pretty clean. It just doesn't look as good as that, or that, or that. So we're gonna remedy this today. So we're gonna have overlays that go here, across there, and across there. So here they are. Lots of shiny carbon fiber. And it's all in the details. So the weave here, you have a nice dividing line right there. We'll look at our wing. Same thing. So I think that's gonna look good. Ties it all together. So I'm glad that they were thinking ahead with that. Now on the back, the install couldn't be any simpler because it is just adhesive. These things are extremely light. You can see the carbon fiber weave through the back too. That means it's not sitting on a piece of plastic or fiberglass. Because it doesn't have to have any structural integrity, they can keep it thin. We're just laying them directly on top to stick to these areas here. So with any project like this, we need to do a test fit. These are extremely light. Like that's it. Once we peel the backing off the adhesive, it's just gonna stick there and sit in place. Don't think I can mess this install up. So what you'll find is there is a 1/4 inch gap on each side. Maybe that's so they can have a nice finished edge and not worry about it hanging over. I think at a glance it'll look all right because it is consistent, but you're gonna have, you know, these little gaps here. It is just an overlay kit after all, but that is kind of the fitment that you're looking at. You see these circles? They're for the stoppers. These rubber stoppers, there's lots of them. That's gonna come down and hit those areas here. So that's why they're cut out. So that's why this right here is cut out, because this over time, there's grains of sand in there that could really damage the finish. Once these are installed, I'm gonna put some paint protection film in some strategic places just to keep the risk of scratching at a minimum. We'll just remove these quickly and then we'll prep the surface. Here's my go-to, 70% isopropyl alcohol. Pick it up at Walmart. You can grab a sprayer from a jug at the dollar store, or Dollar General, I guess, in the US. Give it a good wipe down. Now this is probably the longest part of the entire install. It's peeling the backing off of all of these adhesive strips. So I'm not gonna bore you with filming all of it. You're just gonna have to trust me that I was able to do this with a knife, unsupervised.
6.5 hours later.
All right, that wasn't so bad. Let's stick on our first overlay. I'm thinking this corner and the strut tower is where you have to pay the most attention. Yeah, so you want to make sure you're getting it nice and flat in here. And then the rest should go in pretty good. Just covering it with fingerprints now. So just to make it a little easier on myself, before I stick this one on, I'm going to put a little piece of tape here just to guide me where the edges are. That way I know when I go to lay it down, it's exactly in the right spot. Because once that adhesive grabs, it may not want to come off quite that easy. Okay, so here's what I've done. I've made myself a guide there and a guide here for that shape. So now when I stick this on, I should be able to line up those to the guide and then press it down. Okay, let's see if this trick works. Get it lined up right here. Nice and tight. Right there. Come down flat. Did you ever doubt me? Put lots of fingerprints on it just to match the other side. One more piece to go. Now this shouldn't be too hard. Our adhesive is along this back edge, on the inside here, and on the front. Well, I think that's that. And just put some detail spray on it. I'm gonna wipe off all the fingerprints because it's a beautiful sunny day. I wouldn't say beautiful as in temperature wise. It's actually like -20 Celsius, but we're gonna take this outside so you can see it in the sun. That's right, I'm putting myself in harm's way, going outside in the frigid cold so you can see these in the sun. Well, I don't think anybody could argue, but there is a lot of carbon fiber in there. I like it. You might like it too. You might not. That's okay. Definitely head over to Extreme Online Store's website. They've got a ton of accessories, especially carbon fiber, for many different sports cars, including some trucks. So on that note, if you liked today's video, hit that like button. Please consider subscribing to Don's Life, and we'll talk to you next time.